Blood Moon Margot and Dipper Pines together as one. The ultimate cosplay. Right. Hey guys, Blood Moon Bobby here. By the way, if I sound a lot more clear, it's because I finally got a new lavalier microphone. Up until, let's say a couple months ago, I had a lavalier mic in some of my older videos when I used to film right behind my window, but for some reason that lavalier broke, so I had to get a new one. So that's why I sound a lot more clearer now. My lavalier is going straight into my Zoom H1 recorder, which is a good mic on its own, but not when it's far away from your mouth. So, really glad that I'm going to be sounding better. I've done some tests. As you can see, I'm wearing a Dipper hat because today we are talking about Alex Hirsch, who you guys know is the creator of Gravity Falls. And I'll go over my quick thoughts since I know I gained a lot of new subscribers since I last talked about Gravity Falls or made a video that was very centered on Alex Hirsch. And my basic thoughts on Gravity Falls, it's a really, really great show, especially the really engaging episodes. I'm not as big a fan of Gravity Falls as I am shows like Star vs. Force of Evil, a regular show, but especially as a very continuity-driven show, Gravity Falls is one of Disney XD's crown jewels. But today we're focusing more on Alex Hirsch. As you guys know, Gravity Falls ended after its second season, and a lot of people are wondering, well, what's Alex Hirsch going to do now? Surely he's not going to start a streaming service like Butch Hartman, right? Yeah, get used to it. I'm going to be referring to Butch in a couple videos I'm making today. No, Alex is going into a direction that I think many of us assumed, in that he's moving on to different projects. This one, it's definitely, the news story I'm about to talk about, it's much bigger than just starting a new show. We thought that he was going to be making a new show for Fox, but then it turned out, according to Velasky Bum's video, that he never was in production. He had some meetings with Fox, but nothing really came of it. But it actually turns out now he's actually working with Netflix to make new shows and movies for them. And I have a quote here from both Cindy Holland, the VP of Original Content for Netflix, and it says, Alex is a imaginative storyteller with new ideas who's quickly developed a reputation as a fresh new voice in animation. 2012 when Gravity Falls came out was like 6 years ago, but whatever. We couldn't be more excited to work with him as we continue expanding our adult animated slate. And I think that's a really big hint in terms of the kind of content he's going to create. And Alex himself actually, he has a quote, and it says, I couldn't be more excited to join the amazing roster of talent coming to Netflix. Plus, it couldn't hurt to be on the algorithm's good side before the singularity hits. Awesome things are coming. See, making jokes that he's joining before Netflix could come out with some YouTube-like algorithm. Okay. But yeah, I'm definitely really excited to see Alex go down this direction. To what extent is kind of head-scratching to me, because as Netflix is kind of implying, and lots of articles are saying that he's going to be making new TV shows and movies, but Alex is, still one person, so I'm kind of wondering, is it going to be like, it's going to vary, like he'll create a new TV series, but then he'll produce another show, and maybe he'll write a movie when he's in production of a new show he's running? They didn't really give a lot of details. I'm guessing it's because we're in the really early days of this whole Alex Hirsch Netflix exclusivity agreement. So it'll probably stem from one of Alex's creations he's been wanting to make for a really long time or something like that. But I'm definitely excited to see him come to Netflix and to come out with new content, because kind of like what I say about Gigi Quintel, I can definitely see Alex Hirsch's style of comedy, and the fact that Gravity Falls was like a mystery show with action here and there, it really suits some really adult oriented fare. And I don't like to describe to the certain shows as either kids oriented or adults oriented, but I'm talking about more the audience, the people that market the shows are going after, not who should be or should not be watching the shows. But I could definitely see Alex's kind of comedy go in a very adult-oriented direction, because if you look at a lot of the jokes in Gravity Falls, and mind you, I'm not saying, Disney XD should take any of these jokes off the air. I'm just saying you could definitely see that some of the jokes in Gravity Falls just about go there, but it's only stopped because, it's a Disney XD show where you can't have any swearing or really, really violent scenes. Things like how, Grunkle Stan, really funny character, has a very dry sense of humor, and, he's a con artist, and you could definitely, imagine if Alex comes out with a new show or movie and it has a Grunkle Stan con artist, is it could go into even crazier direction, maybe even different even edgier kinds of crimes, not just scamming people out of money. But could you imagine a Grunkle Stan character on a, for lack of a better description, like a Thelma and Louise style of chase, or some of the jokes, I should mention, you guys know things like how Stan almost said. But there was that one time, I believe he dropped this big container on his foot, and he was like, "Oh, the kids aren't here." Son of a! And, cuts out because, Disney XD, they don't want, kids can't hear the words, son of a bitch. And then there was that one time, which, as a Wen Dipper shipper, I'm not saying, I'm just yeah, they went there, but it was just oh, shit. You remember that time when Dipper and Wendy were watching TV, and Dipper lays down, and he inadvertently lays his head on Wendy's bra, and Wendy was like, "Dude, you're laying on my bra." And I'm pretty sure, just like you guys were like, "Oh, they went there." And it's just, these jokes can really suit, let's say, if Alex Hirsch were to come out with his own version of The Simpsons or Family Guy style show, I think that it'll really suit his comedy, and it's gonna work really, really well. I will say though, I am interested to see how much involvement he'll have with this new content, and admittedly it is strange how we're going from Alex Hirsch being the creator of one really awesome show, and now he's coming off this whole slew of content. And I get that really well-known creators in the industry, they'll work on something, but if they've got another project they want to get going, they'll give it to maybe one of their friends and say, "Hey, turn this and direct this as a movie. I'll produce and maybe help you out with the script." Those kind of, I guess I'm kind of thinking what Steven Spielberg used to do, or when Francis Ford Coppola wanted to make a movie based on The Black Stallion, but he gave it to his friend to direct instead. That kind of a thing. And that kind of, there's definitely been people who have had success pulling that off, where they give the projects they want to do to a friend or someone else to create, and then you have others that do it and they overexpand, and you could argue their content comes out kind of crappy. Cough cough, Seth MacFarlane, where you're running multiple shows and you have multiple movies in development and they don't all hit home runs. It's the kind of thing where somebody comes out with a whole bunch of content, but it's not better than if they just concentrated on one show. It's like having one person that is able to get a ton of movies and a ton of shows out, but none of them are as good as another creator who just concentrated on making one movie and just put all his projects to the side. Now, in the case of Alex Hirsch, I definitely don't get the sense that he's going to over expand. In fact, I remember Steven Shin, who you guys know often does videos with me, he heard somewhere that Alex apparently wanted to end Gravity Falls in its second season because he didn't want to make a third season that would kind of suck. So, if that's really true, then I think Alex is aware that he has his limits. Alex has created a really awesome show in Gravity Falls, but at the end of the day, he's still human. He can't just go into making 3 shows and then have 3 other movies in development, and it just gets really messy. So I definitely still have a lot of faith in him. I'm just curious to see to what extent is he going to be involved with these projects? Is he just going to be producing while he works on a new show? Or is he maybe working on a movie and he's going to be producing some shows in between? Is he going down the sort of Steven Spielberg route, we'll just have to wait and see. But please let me know your thoughts below. Are you excited to see Alex Hirsch working with Netflix? Are you excited to see what he's going to bring next? Do you want to see him make a movie? I'm pretty sure there's going to be people in the comments saying Gravity Falls Season 3, but since he's moving on to Netflix, I'm not really sure if they're going to allow that. So please let me know your thoughts down below. If you have any ideas for videos or even word on any new developments on any of Alex Hirsch's projects, please be sure to let me know in the comments, or you can also email me. My email address is in the description. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all later. Hey guys, be sure to like this Blood Moon Bobby video if you enjoyed it. Please share this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment. Be sure to ring the notification bell to be notified about my latest upload. Follow me on my social media pages at Blood Moon Bobby to find out about what I'll be covering next and for more of my opinions. Thanks for watching.